What's up, YouTube? So Paul Feinbaum chimes in on the Nico Iamaleava situation, and he says Tennessee made the right call and buyers beware. Hey guys, I'm Corey, and welcome to my channel, Let's Talk with Corey. If this is your first time tuning in, hit that subscribe button. But before we get started, wherever you are in the world today, I mean wherever you are in the world today, I really do hope you're having a great day. Guys, as you know it, my channel is about people, places, and things. And this time, we're talking about the Nico Iamaleava situation where Tennessee decided to part ways with their quarterback.
We have some breaking news from college football. Tennessee is moving on from quarterback Nico Iamaleava, sources told ESPN's Pete Thamel this morning. The decision comes a day after Iamaleava surprised coaches and teammates by not showing up for practice. Sources said Iamaleava was looking for more NIL money. He is expected to enter the transfer portal when it opens next week. The Volunteers hold their annual spring game today, in fact, in a couple hours. Let's welcome in Tennessee alumnus Paul Feinbaum. Okay, Paul, the floor is yours. What's your initial reaction to Tennessee's decision to essentially let Nico go?
I think the fans that I talked to yesterday afternoon, Shay, agree with this. It is the right call, and it's the right call because they've already been held hostage to a degree by Nico and his people. They went to bat for him about a year ago. They fought the NCAA, who wanted to rule him ineligible because of the recruiting. And they stood by and they kept his eligibility. They gave him a chance. And by the way, he helped to reward them by helping Tennessee get to the playoffs last year. But the bigger story here is beyond Nico. This is an inflection point in the history of college football. This is the first time in this NIL era that we have had a literal holdout. Happens every day in the NFL. It's never happened in college football. He was expected to make about $2.5 million, and while people are seeing their 401s crash right now, he wanted more than that, reportedly as much as $4 million. And Tennessee finally said, you know what, we're done. What's interesting is he's not that great. I talked to various sources around the SEC yesterday, and I said, tell me where he ranks out of the 16 quarterbacks in the SEC. They said somewhere between 6 and 8. Tennessee saw the same thing, and that's why he is no longer on the Tennessee roster this morning.
Could this player get blacklisted by other teams because maybe coaches and programs will take a stand and say, hold on, pump the brakes? If Tennessee didn't want to pay him more, whether it was quote unquote greed of his agent or greed of his family or all of the above, we don't know. The bottom line is he didn't participate. He opted out and decided to hit the transfer portal. Guys, what's your thoughts about Paul Feinbaum and what he said about Nico Iamaleava? Will this guy land on his feet, and will another program with the agents that he will pay him more than the $2 million plus that he was getting from Tennessee? Chances are, now these are just my opinions, and my opinions don't mean nothing, this guy may be made an example of by bigger programs. He could go somewhere, but the question is, does anybody want to take a chance on him after this fallout? Miami's head coach said what he said. Not here. So this guy, again, could be made an example of. Again, I'm going to say this. This is just my opinion, guys. But he could be the first player that could be made an example of and could get blacklisted by the programs that are out there. And I'm not saying nobody's not going to take him, but they may not take him for that type of money. Guys, as always, thanks for the pull-up. Hit that subscribe button. Until the next time, let's talk with Corey. Let's talk with Corey out.